Hi everyone, Art here from your City of Whittier Parks and Recreation Department, and we are back with another adaptive recreation activity for the month of May. This activity is called How To Thursdays, and you guys might remember this activity from the past where we work on different life skills, fun crafts, and ideas to work on in our home. Okay, so in honor of it being spring, we have a fun little gardening activity for you guys to do today. I'll go over the supplies and instructions on what to do shortly. So for the supplies that we'll be needing today, we have a pair of gloves. Anytime you guys are working outside with your hands, it's a good idea to protect them if possible and keep them clean as well if you'd like to. I also have a little small hand rake here. That'll be to dig up the topsoil that we have. A little hand shovel is fine as well. And then we also have a small little succulent plant. I like using these because they're pretty easy to take care of. And I'll go over the instructions on there as well. And then we also have a little bit of soil here. And this is going to simulate our outside garden, or if you want to keep your plant inside, you have a pot of soil that you can keep inside your home as well. And then the last bit of supplies we have, I just have a cup of water that we're going to be watering our plant with after. We'll get right into our craft. So I mentioned the gloves, but part of the fun for gardening for me is getting my hands dirty and getting into that soil. So the gloves are a suggestion, but not a requirement. So the first thing you do, again, is whether you have your topsoil in a pot or in the garden, is I would recommend using a hand rake to dig up some of that topsoil, okay? So when we do that, we want to make enough of a hole that our plant can fit in, and usually what you want to do is when we're handling the plants or planting them, we want to go to at least the base of where the plant is, okay? So what I'll do, again, I'm going to get my hands nice and dirty. I'm going to use this cup, dig out some of the soil, okay, and we'll just place that to the side. It's okay right there on the table. We'll dig out a couple more cups, okay, and again, it's nice and loose because we raked it up with our little hand rake. All right, remove a little bit more soil, okay, and now I have a nice hole for this plant to fit into its base. So we'll plant that down, and we can push the soil in. And depending on the plants that you guys are using, typically they'll come with some instructions on there. So I mentioned that the succulents are pretty easy to take care of. They don't require a lot of care, so they're an easy plant to take care of, okay? But this one talks about that it's good for drought-tolerant plants, so it doesn't need a lot of water. It's okay to be in direct sunlight as well. So depending on the plant you guys are getting, typically they'll come with some instructions, so it's good to refer to those in case you're planting something different than I am, whether it be some flowers or a little succulent or cactus as well. So we have our plant nice and in the soil. It's down to about its base, and then what I'm going to do, again, getting my hands nice and dirty, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of this soil, okay, and then I'm just going to fill it around the plant. So the plant has a nice topsoil all around it, and it's nice and secure around the base, okay? And I'm not using my gloves today, but if you are using something like sharp, like a cactus, that would be a good suggestion to use your gloves in that case, okay? That's when we would want to protect our hands. This succulent, it's not too sharp, pretty soft leaves, and so I'm not going to use the glove for that one. Okay, so we've done a few steps now. We dug the nice hole for our plant. We put the plant into about the base of where the leaves start, okay? And then, again, we read the instructions. This succulent plant is okay in direct sunlight. It doesn't need a ton of water. So now we have the instructions on how to take care of our plant once it's planted. The last thing we're going to do is just go ahead and give this a little bit of water, okay? And yeah, that's our final step right there, okay? So I hope you guys are enjoying your spring. It's a good time to get outside, or keep the plants inside as well, something to take care of and enjoy during this nice spring season, okay? So thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been another How To Thursday for our adaptive recreation program, and we will see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.